Hey, it's Dave Wyman. Time for another football 101. Seahawks with a huge victory over the Jets. Did to them what they should have done. And defensively, there was a couple of really good things. I know some people are saying, well, you can't really tell that much because the Jets aren't very good. They're not. But, you know, to me, it's more about what the Seahawks did. A guy I want to talk about is Ugo Amadi. Really, he had a chance for an interception, which we'll look at. But over the last couple of weeks, you know, he had a chance for a sack against the Giants, didn't make that play, didn't make the interception. I feel like he's coming along. And really, you know, a lot of the focus was on Marquise Blair during camp about the nickel, playing the nickel position. But Ugo really had a good, he had a great camp, really. And so, yeah, now he's playing well and starting to get the hang of it. Look at this play. It's the first quarter, 6:05, 3rd and 9. And this is a nickel, which he's the nickel back, of course. And then it's a zone blitz. So what happens on this play is they drop Jarran Reed back where the linebackers drop and on the snap of the ball, and they bring number 33, Jamal Adams, on a blitz. So, yeah, it's a nickel zone blitz, and so he replaces his drop, basically. They all make up for it. This looks like quarters to me. Now, I always put a question mark because I'm not in the meetings. I don't know exactly. Sometimes it's, you know, quarters one side, two the other, whatever. But this looked most to me like cover 4, which is what Greg Williams should have run when he gave up that, the D coordinator for the Jets, when he gave up that big play to the Raiders. So, but yeah, it's a pretty safe drop. And, you know, this is a situation 3rd and 9 where you want to keep everything in front of you. So all 4 DBs basically drop, you know, into the deep quarters, you know, of the field. So, you know, he's got here, Ugo's there, Diggs is there, and DJ Reed is there. And then you only have 3 underneath droppers. So it's really to prevent, you know, what you really want is them to make an underneath throw, and then you come up and make the tackle. You don't want anything getting behind you. So they did a great job on this, but Ugo really, just his feet are so good and he's so fast. What happens is this receiver ends up running kind of a deep in route or a post route, and he busts his tail out here, and he actually gets in a trail position and then kind of spins around the outside. So he took kind of a route, wasn't super sound, but he's so fast that he just turned around, ran, and then flipped around his hips, and then got all the way over here and made the deflection and got him off the field. And they were really good on 3rd down, and a lot of it because of Ugo Amadi. Another play he made was the one where he dropped the interception. And this is 7:39 in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 7, 2-man, again, question mark. That's exactly what it looks like. I love 2-man. When I was a coach, you know, you get, or a player actually, you get, you know, man-to-man matchups underneath. You know, he has him, Bobby has this guy here, and then you got 2 safeties to help, you know, and they'll usually look to help the guy that probably needs it the most. And, you know, for Quandre Diggs on this play, Bobby had, you know, a tight end running down the seam, and he did a really good job turning and running, but, you know, he definitely gave his help there. On this side, it was cool how they did this, and this is what makes me think that they're starting to really work together, is that this guy immediately went out and this guy came in, and these 2 guys switched right away. Like, okay, I'm going to take this guy, and I'll take, and DJ Reed came up and took that guy. So, but what Ugo did here, they ran what I call an arrow route. It's the opposite of a whip route. You know, a whip route is kind of like you go in and then turn out. And this is one where he goes out and turns back in. So again, kind of like the other play, Ugo, his feet are so good. He stays square. He never turns his shoulders one way or another, uses his good foot speed. And then he comes all the way, and just like the other one, he comes across. This guy has inside leverage on him, and he comes all the way across here to make the play right there. So, yeah, great feet. Ugo's starting to really come along, and let's look at these 2 plays on film. All right, here's the first play. It's 3rd and 9 situation, and this is where Jarran Reed is going to drop back right here. There's your 2 backers that are going to drop, and then Jamal Adams is gonna rush. So, and this is where, you know, I said quarters. This is what it looks like to me. So he's just dropping back here. He's here. He's going to be here, and he's going to be here, and that's, you know, 4 deep, 3 underneath, 4 guys rushing. So that's what the situation is here. That's what it looked like to me. And here you see the drop right here, and these are the linebackers coming out of there. And again, Jaron Reed kind of dropped in the same sort of area as Bobby is. Really what you want to do is have one guy here, one guy there, one guy there. But, you know, look, we'll take whatever we can get out of it. That's not really what he does for a living. And so, yeah, good drops right there. But you can see here, Ugo has already turned and ran because he knows this guy can't get past him, get deep. So he starts running this way. And then eventually he turns all the way around. So at one point, he's not even looking at the receiver who's going to run this kind of route. And so, again, not necessarily super sound, but he's so fast, he's able to get around, loop around, and intersect the ball on the other side of the receiver Berrios right there. Here he is right there, and this is what I'm saying is he's looking, you know, he turned to the outside to run back inside. So, you know, it would have been better if he was, you know, in a back pedal and then broke off. But I like the fact that he's just getting back there. He's sprinting back as fast as he can, and then he just has to make the adjustment. He thinks this guy is going this way, but he ends up cutting in, so he just makes the quick adjustment. And here he is right here intersecting the ball. Again, came a long ways to get back over there, but really good job by him getting the Seahawks off the field. All right, here's the two-man, what I think is two-man anyway. You got two safeties deep right here. You're locked up there. Here, Bobby's got this guy, Ugo here, and then Shaquille right there. So, you know, you got 5 under, 2 deep. These guys are playing man-to-man, no zone drops for them. And here is, you can see the switch I talked about where this is the running back actually that came out of the backfield here. And so DJ Reed picks him up, and then KJ picks up the receiver right there. And you see he's covered, plus he's got help over the top from Reed. Bobby's guy ran a vertical down the seam, but you can see that Quandre Diggs is there. Shaquille's taking care of his guy. But the receiver, he has run his arrow route here, and now he's coming back inside. And so, like I said, Ugo did a really good job of keeping his feet square and everything, but it's really hard for him to get inside leverage. The throw is coming from in here, and he's kind of being blocked out of that by the receiver's body. And if he runs through him, he gets a pass interference penalty. So, you know, what he does is he just breaks underneath, and he's so quick, he intersects the ball right there. And, of course, he would have liked to have had that pick, but, you know, look, that's how it goes, and I think, you know, down the road, he's going to end up making a lot of plays. Football 101 is brought to you by Heritage Distilling Company, makers of BSB, Brown Sugar Bourbon.